closed. twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yeah, no, y'all need to make a little bit more noise for that. That was absolutely spectacular. Nothing like live entertainment at a swim meet. Come on now. Gracia, thank you so much. That was absolutely lovely. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we have just about 2-3 minutes. The anticipation is building up. The swimmers are behind the block. We're going to be starting off with events 1 and 2. This is going to be the women's and the men's 1,000 free. There's going to be 20 heats. Just kidding, there's only 10. But with that being said, make sure you saddle up, grab a cup of coffee, hang out, relax. We're going to get started here just in a moment. I'll be back before we get the official start. That's what I'm saying. Don't be scared. Let them hear you. They're about to fire it up.
7.
All right, looks like we're getting the official nods back and forth from everybody that's in the white shirts. It is eerily quiet. Why? All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is official. The 2020 Illinois Swimming Senior Champs. Day number 1. To the starter. Good luck, everybody. Officially off to the races. These ladies off and running. Heat 1 of event 1, the women's 1,000 free. In lane 1, we have Sydney Kelly. Lane number 2, Corinne Joost. I hope I say all these names right. If I say it wrong, is it Geist? Geist. Okay, that's what I'm saying. If I say it wrong, please let me know. I want to do the family name proud. Geist. Lane number 3, Miss Piper Wood Prince. Lane number 4, Nina Mullen. Lane number 5, Madison Schimmel. Lane number 6, Holly Wessel. Lane 7, Marguerite Larson. And lane number 8 is Miss Mackenzie Lipnick.
I don't know if anything changed. I just figured.
One quick announcement. So for everybody that is following along, obviously in the stands, if you have anybody that cannot be here or be in attendance here at UIC, we are broadcasting live on YouTube. So if you want to share a text give your family a call or friends. Just let them know, hey, it's going to be live right now all weekend. Simply just go to youtube.com and search Illinois Swimming. Looks like lane number three, Miss Piper Wood Prince holding it down. Sitting at a 156.56. All right, checking in halfway here. It looks like lane number three, Miss Piper Wood Prince holding it down. She has a change pack right behind her. Looks like lanes 1, 4, and 6. If you're taking a look at the splits, they've been splitting out about 30 points this whole time. Piper Wood with the 30.01, Mullen with the 30.5, Wetzel with the 30.59. It's still way too close to tell, but it is halfway through, checking in halfway. Piper in lane 3 still holding down 30 points. She's been crushing 30.1s basically the last couple hundred. Wessel at a 30.96, Mullen with a 30.87. Looks like Kelly with a 30.93. All still hanging right in there. Piper on the turn in lane number 3, sitting at a 30.70. That was lap 36 for her, which means it is the last 100. Chase group coming in right now. Looks like a 30.78 for Miss Wessel, 30.99 for Mullen. It is going to be an absolute battle for that second and third position. Piper still holding it out in the front. Those two swimmers trying to bridge the gap as they're making their way on back. Piper coming in lane number 3. You hear the bell. She's about to hammer down, trying to get through the last 50. In lanes 4 and 6, looking at the splits right there, is a 30.23 for Miss Mullen, 30.84 for Miss Wessel. Looking at their times, it is going to be extremely close with only about 0.3 of a second difference. Piper on the charge. She's officially under the flags in the white paint and dropping it into the wall with a final split of a 29.15. From CWAC, Miss Piper Wood Prince taking that one home with a 10.00.10. So close. Oh my God, that was awesome. Miss Mullen from Academy with a 10.08.1 and Miss Wessel with a 10.08.3. Man, that was close. That was good. Excellent swimming, ladies. Excellent swimming. Bringing it home, Marguerite Larson has her last 50. Coming up next behind the blocks right now, we're going to have heat number 2, which is going to be heat 1 for the men's 1,000 free. Marguerite on the last 25. Looking at the meet records for the women is going to be a 950.40 set back in 1997. And for the men's meet record, it was a 912.80 set back in 2010. Up next, Heat 2, which is Heat 1 for the men. Fresh off the blocks right now. Once again, this is heat number 2. Heat 1 for the men, 1,000 free. In lane 1, we have John Martin from YWCA Flying Fish. Lane number 2, Vince Chiappetta from Reach Aquatics. Lane number 3, Jay Jensen from Hinsdale Swim Club. Lane 4, Lucas Conrads from Fox Valley. Lane number 5, Austin Millard from Academy Bullets. Lane number 6, Brendan Long from the Flying Fish. Lane number 7, we have Casper Ligas from Hickory Willow. And lane number 8, Mr. Liam Davis from Mavs. These gentlemen coming in strong on the first 100, taking the whole shot on the first 100 straight to the wall. Got about 3 guys coming into the wall at the same time. On the feet, looks like lane number 4, Mr. Conrads, splitting a 27.02 with his first 100 as a 52.03, Miller with a 52.38, and Jensen with a 53.45, running on the top 3.
He's going to be out 149.
Millard. I can remember that one. I got that one written down.
Just one more like that, we'll stay. One more. No, now. One more. Come on! Come on, Jay!
For everybody that is watching live on YouTube, just want to say hello, good evening, and thanks for joining us. We are here at the UIC Auditorium. We know you're here in spirit watching along. Just want to chime in, say thanks for watching, thanks for being with us. We know you're cheering for everybody yelling at the screen. I will do my best so that I'm not yelling in your ears if you're wearing earbuds as well. But just want to say thank you for joining us. Sit back, hang out, relax. We're on heat number 2, which is the heat number 1 for the men's 1,000 free. And overall, there's going to be 10 heats, so we'll have 8 more heats.
Go! Nick, shake it! Come on! Pulling away now. That always hurts a little bit when the cap falls off the wheel. Then it's just hot. Little bit. Go! Head down. Head down. Probably needed to even be longer on the stroke going out. It's okay. Well, he's got such a big lead on him.
Checking in on number 36. 100 left to go. Looks like Mr. Conrad's starting to walk with it just a little bit. Lane number 5, Millard. Hanging right in there with him. Sitting at a 29.41. And Mr. Jensen with a 30.64 off that last 50. Is picking up just a little bit.
He's gonna go down.
Dropping it down just a little bit. Jensen, see where he's at. 30.31. Those are your top 3 of the lead pack right now. I see John Martin and Liam Davis making a charge right now. It's going to be close. The race isn't over till it's over. Millard taking that one second place, with his time being, oh snap. I just caught that lanes 8 and 5 are coming in at the same time, or 1. Nice job, gentlemen. Coming up next is going to be heat number 3, which is going to be heat 2 of the women's 1,000. Moving right along, fresh off the blocks, this is heat 3, which is heat 2 of the women's 1,000 free. In lane 1, we have Tessa Jones from Woodstock. Lane number 2, we have Julia Pfeiffer from St. Charles. Lane number 3, Carolyn Zimner from Wheaton. Lane number 4, Isabella Harder from Fox Valley. Lane number 5, Mary Kate Phillips from St. Charles. Lane number 6, Miss Sloan Lightfoot from Delta. Lane number 7, Ann Leinenweber from YMCA Flying Fish. And lane number 8, Miss Madison Supple from St. Charles. Calling out the hole shot on the first 100. When I say hole shot, it just means the first. Taking it to the wall right there is going to be Miss Harder with a 30.60 split off that back half of that first 100. Her 100 time is a 58.40. Miss Phillips with a 58.94 and Miss Zimner with a 58.99 out of the first 3 swimmers. Right now coming in, we still have that lead group of about 4 swimmers, lanes 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right there, we do have Pfeiffer, Zimner, Harder, Phillips all charging out at the same time, but Harder taking it in right there with a 337.01. Phillips with a 336.24, and it looks like Zimner with a 336. I think that was a 6.8 if I caught that correct. These 4 ladies are absolutely charging through this one. Lane number 1, Miss Jones, trying to pull it back in and bridge that gap as they make their way in on turn 18. Correction, they're on turn 17. Now making their way on 18. Check it in on the 550. A little bit of movement in the back right now. Looks like lanes 3 and 5 pulling out right there. Zimner and Phillips with a 31 points. There's basically 1/10 separating those two off that last 50 split.
Here. College team is not going for some reason, so you got in, yeah. That's crazy. Are they doing a coronavirus lockout or something? At one point, like 2 weeks ago, I was like, this could get canceled, you know, if it starts to heat up. Oh, yeah. Wanted to make it through this weekend and then they canceled. Come on. Good. Cheap flights down to Orlando? We bought them before. We probably shouldn't cancel them for 3 months. That's an interesting idea. I think they're really cheap now. My friend just booked a trip to Vancouver to go skiing. It's like $100. Oh yeah, out that way. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's cheaper going that way. Yeah, because up in Washington, they had the most domestic.
Here we go. Starting to make the turn on the final 100 for that lead group. Lanes 3 and 5, Zimner and Phillips. Looks like we're going to have a pretty solid battle for that third position as well. If these two continue to straight walk away with this one, it's still too close to see who's going to be calling out 1 and 2 and or 3. Coming in on the 50. Almost 50 left. There's the bell. Lane number 5, Miss Phillips from St. Charles with 31.70. Zimner going up to 32.35. Phillips starting to pull away with it just a little bit. Pfeiffer bringing it down to 31.95. Let's see who else we have. Lane number 7, and Leinenweber getting in there as well. All the bells, final laps. Miss Phillips taking that one home with the 31.65 final split, 31.59 Zimner, and right there along with them, Miss Ann Leinenweber. Bringing that for the top 3 positions. She was from Flying Fish. Miss Phillips with the 10, 28.0. Zimner with a 10, 30.1. And Leinenweber with a 10, 33.5. Excellent swimming, ladies. Coming up next is going to be heat number 4, which is heat number 2 for the gentlemen. 1,000 free. Breaking on the water right now, this is heat 4, which is heat 2 for the men. Lane number 1, we have Mr. Joshua Harris from Academy Bullets. Lane number 2, Andrew Lubashenko from Swift Aquatics. Lane 3, Aiden Dunn from Fox Valley. Lane number 4, Camden Swigert from Bloomington. Lane number 5, Ben Rutledge from the Waves of Bloomington. Lane number 6, Aiden Michael Dela Cruz from Academy Bullets. Lane 7, Robert Peterson from Delta Aquatics. And lane number 8, Mr. Hayward Wilson from Nutrier. These gentlemen are coming in strong for the first 100. Dropping to the wall, taking that one. Man, that was close. 27.66, 28.16. What's the 100 time? 100 time goes to Mr. Wilson with the 53.11. 1/100th of a difference is Mr. Swigart with the 53.12 off that first 100. Right on time, halfway through. Taking a look at the turn. I want to say, what is that? Lanes 3, 4, and 5. It's 7 out there too. Is that 8? Let's take a look at it. There it is. All right. Wilson holding it down in lane number 8 from New Trier. All right, checking the split. So we have a 29.68 from Wilson, 29.89 from Swigart, 29.93 from Dunn, 30.14 from Rutledge. Still shaping up to be an excellent race. We're going to have 4 of these guys just absolutely hammering it out as we're nearing, or as we start making our way 3/4 of the race. Check back in at the last 100, see if there's any shift, any movement, see who's going to open up the throttle. This was one of my favorite things when I was swimming distance. Just kind of stare everybody down, like size everybody up. Be like, all right, where are you at? What are you doing? You're in my house. Everybody's somewhat pacing off each other. Everybody's pushing off each other. Staring at each other. Be like, what's up, man? What you got? Wilson pulling with a 30.13. It's going to be close. They're right on the turn of 35. It's too good not to talk about it. Lanes 3, 4, and 8 have been going neck and neck this whole way through. These guys are about to start opening it up here on the last 100. On the turn, check it out, looking at the splits. Wilson with a 29.86 and Swigart with a 29.55. Their times are sitting right now at a 8:47.12 and 8:47.29. Done right there with an 8:49.25. These guys are just pulling it in. Here comes the bells. Lanes 4 and 8 in at the same time. Wilson and Swigart. Swigart looks like it's going to be close. He was sitting with a 29.16. What's his time? 9:16.45 and a 9:16.53 by Wilson. These guys are just unleashing right now as they're making their way on the last 25. Officially under the flags, dropping into the white paint. Last couple strokes, diving into the wall, and it goes to Mr. Wilson, holding it down with a 28.28 on that last 50. His time was a 9:44.81. Mr. Swigart with a 9:44.84, and Mr. Dunn running out the top three with a 9:47.63. Nice job, gentlemen. Excellent swimming. That was awesome. Mr. Rutledge with a 9:54.88. Lubashenko with a 10:00.4. Peterson with a 10:15.1. De La Cruz with a final split 32.36. But 9:54.88. Up next, this is heat number 5, which is heat 3 for the ladies. 1,000 free. Cruising right along. Once again, this is heat 5 total, but this is heat 3 for the women's. 1,000 free. Lane number 1, we have Bella Flaminio from Coho. Lane 2, Lindsay Johnson. Lindsay from Academy Bullets. Lane number 3, Miss Hannah Giles from Delta Aquatics. Lane number 4, Haley Halsall. Did I say that right? Haley Halsall from Woodstock. Lane number 5, we have Grace Dembowski from Alligator Aquatics. Lane 6, Alexis Burton from New Trier. Lane 7, Joanna Gold from Hinsdale Swim Club. Lane number 8, Faith Hamilton from Wheaton. It's going to be close on that first 100. Taking the whole shot. Looks like a 30.94 split. Lane number 4, I think that was. Sitting with a 58.70. Lane number 4, which is Haley Halsall. So those of you who are just now joining us, once again, this is heat number 5, which is heat 3 for the women's 1,000 free. If you're joining us live on YouTube, just want to say hello. Thanks for joining us. This is the 2020 Illinois Swimming Senior Championships here at the UIC Auditorium, proudly hosted by Hinsdale Swim Club. Looking at halfway through, 5:14.31 Halsall and a 5:14.64 Dembowski going head-to-head up front in the lead group. Chase group right along with them. We have pretty much the whole field locked up at the same time right behind them. I'd say maybe about 5 yards back. Coming in on that 550, looking at some of the splits. These ladies are splitting out 31.88 for Halsall. Dembowski with a 33.06 right there along with them. Everybody's all lined up. 31.57 Johnson, 32.71 Flaminio, 33.68 Burton, 33.43 Golden, 32.88 Hamilton. Checking in on the 36, last 100. I see Johnson, 31.89. She was answering back to Halsall. These two ladies are sitting at a 936.54 for Johnson, 937.39 for Halsall. See Flaminio with a 946.2, and Dembowski with a 938 in there as well. Lindsay Getting the bells. These ladies are on their way for the last 50. We have 4 swimmers in that lead pack. Johnson on the last turn. Halsall and Dembowski. Flaminio. These 4 ladies are cranking it back on the last 25. Johnson officially last couple strokes into the wall, and lane number 2 taking it with a 31.20. Halsall in second, Dembowski in third. Johnson's final time was a 10:39.40. Halsall with the 10:42.1, and check that out, Miss Dembowski was the 10:42.3. Nice work, ladies. Excellent job. Coming up next is going to be heat number 6 overall, which is heat 3 for the men's 1,000 free. All right, these gentlemen are officially off to the races. Once again, if you're just joining us, this is Heat 6 overall, which is Heat 3 for the men's 1,000 free. Lane number 1, we have Brandon Cowhey from Academy Bullets. Lane number 2, Mr. John McCarty from Hinsdale Swim Club. Lane 3, Jackson Bradburn from Peoria Water Wizards. Lane number 4, Jack DeMarco from Delta Aquatics. Lane 5, Zachary Ekstrom from Academy Bullets. Lane number 6, Nick Tomasoni. I always remember. What is that? From Hinsdale Swim Club. Lane number 7, Dylan Barrow from Wheaton Swim Club. And lane number 8, we have Mr. James Dukes from New Trier Aquatics. It's going to be close on that first 100. Looks like I see a 51.74 from Tomasoni. Checking in on the 500, halfway through. Nick under the flags into the white paint, about to make the turn on the 500. Still dropping under 30s, so he's been sub 30 the whole time. Right now he's at a 29.12. He's been dropping 27s, 28s along the way. We have 5 gentlemen coming into the wall at the same time. Check this out. All 30 points. 30.007 for Barao and Dukes. 30.44 for Ekstrom. 30.8 for DeMarco. And I think a 30.8 as well for Bradburn. Wasn't sure on that last one. Erdman, do you think he'll stay under 30 the whole time? It's getting close, man. He's getting close. That last one was close. 29.9. Oh, dude, come on, man. Stay under 30. Chase Pack coming in, still sitting at 30 point. These guys are 30.52, 30.6, 30.3. It is still so close for that charging pack. $30 points. He broke it. Wah, wah. Hope he redeems himself. All right, on the flags. Nick's coming in on the turn for the last 100. So that is 36. 4 lengths left. Sitting at a 30.01 now. Chase group is coming in. These guys are underneath the flags. Looks like we have 3-4 swimmers coming into the wall at the same time. Barao, Ekstrom. See, it looks like Dukes and Bradenburn. There's the bell for the last 50 for Nick, sitting at a 30.00. Dude, if he drops like a 27, I'm going to be upset. Coming in, Chase group. Here comes the bells for these guys. Lane numbers 5 and 7 and 8 all strung together. And 3. Once again, that's Dukes, Barrow, Ekstrom, and Bradburn. Thomasone. Is it Thomasone or Thomasone? I think it's Thomasone. Nice job, dude. 935.85 coming in, bringing the heat for lanes number 7 and 5. These guys hammered it out. Barrow with a 29.03 final split off that last 50 with a 953.36. Ekstrom with a 954.20, rounding out the top 3 out of that heat. Nice job, gentlemen. Coming up next, heat number 7, which is going to be heat 4 for the ladies 1,000. Cruising right along. Once again, this is Heat 7 as a total, which is Heat number 4 for the women's 1,000 free. Lane number 1, we have Tatum Burek from Hickory Willow. Lane number 2, Olivia Dorshorst from Alligator Aquatics. Lane 3, Lauren Kingsley from Scout Aquatics. Lane 4, Lacey Mindock from Academy Bullets. Lane 5, Kaylee Dexter from Peoria Water Wizards. Lane number 6, Jenna Kroll from Academy Bullets. And St. Charles holding it down in lane 7 and 8 with Elizabeth Bowalek. Did I say that right? Elizabeth Bowalek. In lane number 7 and lane number 8, we have Enya Linson. All right, let's see who's taking it in on the 200 on this one. Looks like lane number 2, Miss Dorshorst with a 31.60 off that last split. She's sitting at a 202.41. Miss Bowalek with a 202.77. I see Dexter with a 203.27. Those of you just joining along live on YouTube, once again, just want to say hello and welcome aboard. We're making our way on through the 1,000 free for this evening. We're currently on heat number 7 total, which is heat 4 for the ladies. We'll have 8, 9, and 10 to wrap up the evening, so there's only 10 heats for the 1,000 free this evening, which will wrap it up for this session. I'll be in dark and early tomorrow morning. But while you're along with us, just want to say welcome aboard. It's a pleasure to have you here with us. Once again, this is the 2020 Illinois Senior Champs, proudly hosted by Hinsdale Swim Club, HSC. Hope to have you log on tomorrow. Looking forward to hearing where everybody's from, hearing some of the families that are chiming in. But with that being said, just want to say thanks for being with us. We have some outside lanes battling out right now, lanes 2 and 7. Dorse Horse and Bowalek. Under the flags, checking in at the 500. Ladies coming in at the same time, checking the splits. Bowalek with a 31.96. Dorse Horse with a 31.58. Looking at the times for the 500, it is super close with a 5:13.43 for Bowalek and a 5:13.68 for Dorse Horse. Looking at the field, I see a 5:19.02 from Mindock, a 5:20.02 from Dexter, a 5:22.9 from Linton, and a 5:22.25 Kingsley. And Burek with a 5:28.31. Kroll with a 5:26.92. Bowalek and Dorse Horse. Dorse Horse and Bowalek. These two ladies have been going neck to neck, stroke for basically the whole time thus far. In on the wall right now, 31.44 split for Bowalek, 32.05 for Dorse Horse. They're on their last 100. It is going to be close. We have 4 ladies coming into the wall at the same time right there. It looks like Kingsley, Mindock, Dexter, and Lindsay. Drawing your attention back to the flags, here comes the bells. Lane number 7, Bowalek, and lane number 2, Dorshorst going last 50. Who's it gonna be, ladies and gentlemen? Coming into the wall right now, leading into the last 50. Lanes 3, 4, 5, and 8. That's Kingsley, Mindock, Dexter, and Lindsay. It's a battle for first and second. And who is going to take that third spot? Dropping into the white paint right there. And that one goes to Miss Bowalek, answering with a 30.03 last split. Coming on strong with a 10:30.0. Dorshorst with a 10:30.2. Rounding out the top 3, and that goes to Miss Dexter with a final split of a 29.40. And her final time was a 10:46.1. Look how close that was. 10:46.2 for Kingsley. 10:46.6 for Mindock. Burek holding it down with a 32.63 final split. From Hickory Willow, her time was a 11:03.6. Nice work, ladies. And lane number 6, bringing it on home. Miss Kroll, nice work. Coming up next, this is going to be heat number 8, which is heat number 4 for the men's 1,000 free. Good luck, gentlemen. Fresh off the blocks, once again, this is heat 8, a.k.a. heat number 4 for the men's 1,000 free. In lane 1, representing Mavericks, we have Logan Townsend. Lane number 2, Mr. Ryan Trantham from Peoria Water Wizards. Lane number 3, Michael Weiserick from Delta. Lane number 4, Dylan Rare from Mavericks. Lane number 5, Theodore Nikolov from Academy Bullets. Lane number 6, Graham Wilson from New Trier. Lane number 7, Dmitry Shvaitkoy from Hinsdale. Lane number 8 is going to be Aiden Husselman from New Trier. Wilson taking it to the wall in the first 100 with a 28.65 split. His 100 time from New Trier was a 54.18, taking the whole shot on that first 100. So to all the family and friends in the stands, who's here until the final heat, heat 10? Anybody? Anybody? Yeah, my dude. So while we're getting close to pretty much the end of this evening's session, I know there's a couple people that are still in the house. They're going to be wrapping up here. Want to say thank you so much for being here, showing your support, showing your love for all the swimmers in the house. Everybody's doing excellent thus far. Taking a look at tomorrow, I want to say. Roughly, it looks like we're going to be starting at 8:30 a.m. for the morning session. Tomorrow's evening is going to be starting at 5:30 once again. And it seems like it's going to be an 8:30, 5:30 start throughout the rest of the weekend. Sunday is the exact same thing, 8:30, and then a 5 o'clock start. So it's been an absolutely spectacular start to the 2020 Illinois Swimming Senior Championships thus far. Once again, we are on heat number 8, which is heat number 4 for the men's 1,000 free. If you're just now joining us, we'll have 2 more heats total, and that will wrap it up for this evening's session.
Let's go! Let's go! Merge, come up!
Checking in on the 500. 3 gentlemen coming into the wall at the same time. Looks like 6, 3, and 2. Lane number 6, we have Mr. Wilson with a 30.36 split. Weiserrick with a 29.73, trying to pick up the speed, and Trantham was right along there. I thought I saw 29 as well. Wilson's in with a 4.53.13. Weiserrick was a 4.53 and some change as well. Once again, we are just passing through the first half of that 500. These guys are now coming back in on the 550.
Come on. Better! After third. Hey, 31 again.
Weiserrick picking it up a gear, dropping in the 29.5s. Trantham at a 30.2. Wilson at a 30.3.
Kick. All right, from now on, we're good to go. Come on! Go, Ryan, go! Go get it!
Where's the Delta coach? Hey, Delta coach, behind lane 3. Is he trying to negative split this? He's been sitting at 30 points and he's dropping down. Like, that's impressive. Weiserick up to a 31, or 30.1, I should say. Wilson at a 30.3. Trantham with a 30.4. Townsend with a 30.38. Nikolov with a 30.33. Rare with a 30.74. Schweitkoy and Husselman sitting in there together with 30.49 and 30.73. That right there is for Weiserick and Trantham. Also lane number 6 was Wilson. These guys are out on their last 50. You'll start hearing the bells a little bit louder as the rest of the field starts coming on in. This chase pack trying to bridge the gap, but Weiserick still trying to drop it into gear. Opening up the throttle and finding another gear. Weiserick trying to pull it out. Dropping a 28.62. Weiserick bringing that one home in lane number 3. Trantham right there with a 28.73 in second, and Wilson running out the top 3 with a 29.17. Weiserick with a 949.73. Trantham with a 954.73, and Wilson with a 954.89, rounding out the top 3. Nice work, gentlemen. Coming up next is going to be heat number 9, which is heat 5 for the women's 1,000 free. Currently in the water once again is heat 9, which is heat 5 for the women's 1,000. This is the second to last heat of the evening. In lane 2, we have Elise Buellman from Chicago Wolfpack. Lane number 3, Anna Karubis from Fox Valley. Lane 4, Margaret Myers from Wheaton Swim Club. Lane number 5, Miss Lauren Harris from HSC. Lane number 6, we have Ann Gothoff from Wheaton Swim Club. Gothoff. Once again, this is the second to last heat of the evening. Ladies making the turn on the 75, charging back on this first 100. Who's it going to be taking the whole shot to the first 100? Under the flags, taking it nice and easy, nice and strong, dropping into the wall. Looks like it's going to be so close. Looking at the cumulative time, I see a 101.54 by Miss Karubis in lane number 3 from Fox. Yeah? That was solid. It was nuts. I was watching the whole, of course I'm watching, but it's just like, it caught me right after the 500. It was like 575, 600. I was like, wait. Is he literally just trying to negative split his second 500? Solid. Yeah. That was awesome. Congrats. So those listening live on YouTube, kind of listen to my mumbling about negative splitting. I was just speaking with one of the Delta Aquatics coaches, because in that last heat, the negative split just means that the second 500 was faster than his first 500, I believe it was, yeah? Was his second 500 faster than his first 500? Or kind of? Okay. So if you hear me talking about a negative split, those watching online, it just means that second half is faster than that first half. Which is an awesome workout at practice. Just saying. A little shifting in the lanes right now. Looks like lanes 2 and 5 trying to open up a gap right now. I see Bowman and Harris. Two lead ladies on turn 35. Chase Pack on 35. Off the wall. Bringing it back on 36. 36 is going to be the final 100. Harris on the turn with a 32.58. Bowman with a 33.04. Myers with the 33.74. And Carubas with the 32.59. Starting to pick up the pace a little bit. Answering back. Under the flags, here comes the bells. Two more sets, lanes 3 and 4. And lane number 6 looks like Gethoff. Everybody's officially out on the last 50. Lead group on the last 25. It's going to be close. These ladies are about to hammer on the way back. Just straight up, open it up. What is left in the tanks? Under the flags, last couple strokes. Head down, and it goes to Bowman with a 30.54 last split. Harris with a 31.35. Rounding out the top 3 is going to be Carubas answering back with a 31.55. Bowman with a 10.56.1, Harris with a 10.56.6, and Carubas with 11.03.7. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the final heat, heat number 10, which is heat 5 for the gentlemen, 1,000 free. Good luck. Fresh off the blocks and off to the races. Once again, this is the final heat, heat number 10, which is heat number 5 for the men's 1,000 free. In lane 2, we have Halstead Barton from Chicago Wolfpack. Lane number 3, Brendan Larkin from New Trier. Lane number 4, we have Mr. Jay Jenkins from Academy Bullets. His teammate from Academy in lane number 5, Mr. Aiden Puck. In lane number 6, Wilder Stairs from the Wolfpack. Hammering right on through that first 75 off the wall, bringing it back on to the 100. Who's it going to be for that first 100? Mr. Larkin, back half split of that first 100 was a 29.16. His 100 time was a 55.51. Those of you just now joining us online at YouTube Live, we are on the final heat of the evening, which is the men's 1,000 right now. Heat 10 total. Heat 5 for the guys. For tomorrow, we'll have a bright and early on-time start at 8:30 a.m. We're going to be starting with the women's 100 breaststroke, which will be event number 3. Number 4 is going to be the men's breaststroke. And then going through the remainder of the day, we're going to have the women's and men's 200 free, women's and men's 100 fly, women's and men's 400 IM. We'll have a little bit of a break, and then we're going to have the 800 free relays for that first morning session. It's going to be highly entertaining. Really looking forward to that. Some excellent swimming. Speaking of excellent swimming, today has been absolutely phenomenal. So if you're joining with us now, live on YouTube, hope to see you tomorrow bright and early. We'll have the evening session as well. Those of you in the stands wrapping it up, make sure you're still cheering for everybody that's in the water. Make sure you're looking around yourself so you don't lose or misplace any hats, glasses, jackets, keys, cell phones, all the good stuff. So just want to say thank you for being with us. Once again, we are on the final heat for the 1,000 free. All right, we have the whole field ripping right on through 19. Lead swimmers coming up onto 20, which is halfway through the first 500. Lane number 3, we have Mr. Larkin from New Trier. His last split was a 31.39. Barton with a 31.17. Picking up a little bit. Stairs with a 31.41. Jenkins with a 32.02. And Mr. Puck, where'd he go? I think Ray did it.
Give him a bump. One more. A little bit bigger so we can see it. He's in. Rest of the way. You might as well.
Barton and Larkin. Larkin and Barton. Right now, lanes 2 and 3 going head to head as they're making their way in onto 36. This is going to start the last 100 for these two guys. In on lane 2, Mr. Barton with a 30.36. Larkin with a 31.58 split as they're making their way on the last 100. These guys are opening up the throttle and dropping it into gear for this last one. Lanes 5 and 6 pulling it through. Mr. Puck at a 31.28 and Stairs with a 32.35. And we have lane number 4, Mr. Jenkins with a 32.80. Coming up here, bells for lanes 2 and 3. Barton with a 30.10, dropping it down just a little bit. Larkin with a 31.68, pretty even. Barton with a 942.45 at the moment, 945.32 for Larkin. And it looks like Puck and Stairs sitting with a 31.41 for Puck, 31.65 for Stairs, 31.72 for Jenkins. Lead group coming in. Opening up the throttle, dropping into the white paint and into the wall. Mr. Barton with a 27.5. Dude, you dropped to 27 on the last 50. Sitting with a 10.09.9, Mr. Barton from CWAC. Lane number 3, Mr. Larkin with a 10.15.90 from New Trier. Mr. Puck with a 10.21.80 running on the top 3. Mr. Stairs with a 10.26.0 from CWAC. And Mr. Jenkins with a 10.31.10. Congratulations, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, that does it for us here at the UIC Nauditorium. This is day number 1 for the 2020 Illinois Swimming Senior Championships, proudly hosted by Hinsdale Swim Club, HSC. For all of you in the stands, please make sure you look around yourself, pick up any of your trash, all that good stuff. Make sure you don't lose or misplace any hats, keys, jackets, cell phones, all the good stuff. Those of you still watching us live on YouTube, just want to say thank you so much for being with us. We'll be in bright and early tomorrow morning. Make sure you log on and check it out. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.